Welcome back again this week, everyone. My name is Wes. This is The Whole Truth, episode number 2 for the week of 23 September 2013. This is a weekly show where I attempt to give you a recap on just the facts about what's happening in the realm of Star Citizen, so you don't have to watch long videos or go hunting for all the important updates yourself. I'd like to say a quick thank you to everybody for the amazing response in the last video. It's really inspired me to really dress this thing up and put a lot more effort into it. Hopefully I can continue doing this all the way up until Star Citizen comes out and beyond. We're super excited about it ourselves. The more support we get from you guys in the form of likes, comments, feedback, critiques, however you feel like supporting is much appreciated and helps us keep going. So without wasting too much time, let's get on with it. RSI updates. Galactic Guide Killian System. I'm going to read a little bit of the info about it just to give you the gist. Killian is where young soldiers go to learn the art of warfare and where old soldiers return to fade. It is the shining symbol of the UEE military might, home to hundreds of military barracks, training facilities, shipyards, and support facilities. Killian is a white A-type main sequence star orbited by 14 planets. The Three Sisters. The first 3 planets are dwarf worlds known as the Three Sisters. Killian 4 is the system's primary mining outpost. MacArthur is home of the UEE Navy headquarters and birthplace of the Bengal-class strike carrier. And if you want to read the whole thing, there'll be a link in the info section below for you to go and check it out. So Star Citizen Hangar module patch number 4 was released. There was a ton of updates, fixed lots of bugs, including some clipping issues that I was pretty glad to see go myself. Reading the patch notes, it also looks like a lot of groundwork was being laid for some future updates. A few notable changes are some updated animations and slowed run speeds to make it look less like you're skiing around the hangar at high speed, which I kind of liked. Lots of collision fixes, lots of hardpoint updates. If you really want to read the really long list of fixes and updates, I'll give you guys a link down below. You can click on that and go directly to it. The Caterpillar went on sale again. So over the past weekend, SIG put the Caterpillar, the pirate counterpart to the Freelancer, back up for sale for a limited time. Within an hour, they had already taken in like $50,000. The flash sale ended up crashing the website for a brief period of time, as usual. I got a little too excited and I bought one myself. I'm looking forward to it. I didn't realize previously that ship could hold so many crew and so many extra crew for boarding purposes, and now I'm really excited to keep that for our guild usage later on, or squadron usage as I think they're going to be calling it. SIG also released another update on their website, a look inside the pirate ships is what they're calling it. They dropped some design art on us. We got 2 new pictures of the Caterpillar showing off a nice side cutaway of the whole ship, where you can see that it has 2 floors, which is surprising. I didn't know this previously. It looks really good, very detailed, a dynamic change from the other ships that we've seen so far, considering none of the other ships that we've got in our hangar yet have 2 floors on them. It looks really cool. There's a lot of little storage compartments and just neat little details, you know. And I really love the design of the ship because it has the cockpit at the rear of the ship instead of in the front or the middle like the ships we have right now. So I kind of like the idea of that. In the layout for the Caterpillar, a couple of things of note. Check out the stations for different ship systems. This is kind of a reveal in some sense. We've kind of been told that they're going to give us some different stations for different crew members to operate for different systems on the ship, but you can actually see them on this thing. I'm really excited about it. I think this ship is supposed to crew 4 or 5 people and hold several more people as boarding parties specifically for pirating. And with that many crew members, thank goodness we also have the most important station of all aboard this ship, the officer's head. So yeah, when the officers need to go and use the toilet, they can do it in privacy. There's also a second bathroom for the common crew. That's pretty cool. But yeah, all those different stations, they've got the communication station and the engine station. It's pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be really fun to play with a group of people. We also got 2 cutaway pictures of the Cutlass, one from the side and a 3/4 shot from the front. It seems to be a fairly utilitarian layout, which makes sense. I like the inline pilot and co-pilot seat design. One's sitting lower in the front and then one's higher directly behind him. I kind of like that layout. Really cool design. The overhead compartments in the middle of the ship are a nice addition as well. I love the docking collar area on the belly as well. Just reading the words hull jig right there got me excited. For people that don't know exactly what a hull or what a jig is or what's meant by the term jig, it's basically a type of framework that allows you to make a guided or desired cutout of a particular size and shape over and over again using that framework. It's used for all kinds of things. We use jigs to cut out stuff in carpentry, for welding, all kinds of things. So the devil's in the details for me. Talking about these new designs, some people have been arguing about the newer ship designs. Seem like they've got a nicer, more thought out layout. than some of the earlier ships that we've already seen. And my response to that is, I doubt they're going to give us a subpar product on any of these ships they spend so much time and money on. They've already stated that passes are going to be made again on the interiors of all ships. I'm not worried about it. I actually like the interiors of the other ships right now anyway. Just adding more new different things to it is great. Wingman's Hangar number 39 recap. Sandy is doing a photo contest. The first way to win is most Star Citizens in a single shot wearing official RSI shirts. They will all win 10,000 UEC each. The second way you can win is the most creative single player shot. So that's basically, if it's just you, you wear your official Star Citizen shirt, take the most creative shot you possibly can in relation to this, and you will win an Aurora LX and 10,000 UEC. Number 3, no shirt, no problem. Win by making your own Star Citizen outfit. So if you're into cosplay or making costumes or just any kind of thing like that, this is your chance to win. You'll win an Aurora LX and 10,000 UEC. And then number 4 is, where's Waldo in space? Wear your RSI t-shirt in front of a famous landmark, monument, or other identifiable place. You'll win an Aurora LX and 10,000 UEC if you're chosen. And then number 5 is best in show. The single favorite image chosen by Chris Roberts will win the super rare Vandal Fighter. So get out there and get those photos. I'm putting a link down below to the photo contest so you can go and look at where to submit your photo and everything and read the rules. But yeah, get on it because it's already been out for about a week. Okay, on Wingman's Hangar they do a thing called forum feedback, but it's full of lots of talking and goofing and joking around, so it's really long and it's good, it's fun to watch, but some people don't have time. So what I do is I'm going to condense those down to just the questions and answers that we get from them just briefly, and I will even paraphrase some things to leave out a bunch of stuff that doesn't really apply. Alright, so here we go. This week there's only 2 people participating in forum feedback. It was Eric Peterson, which is the wingman, and then Rob Irving. And Rob Irving is the one that usually has all the answers about all of this stuff. So, question. Is it possible as a lawful citizen to travel in UEE controlled sectors with a skull and crossbones skin on your Cutlass without getting stopped? Rob said they are not going to stop you because of the skin on your ship. Question. There's confusion between hardpoint classes and weapon sizes, both of which affect what weapons can mount on what ships. Are you planning to adjust these systems to make the mount setups easier to understand? Rob had a really good response for this one. He said hardpoint classes 1, 2, 3, and 4 basically just tell what the weapon can do on that point. 1 is fixed forward, 2 can move side to side or up and down and sometimes in every direction. 3 is missiles only. 4s are turrets, and smaller weapons can be mounted in turret slots. Then he also said sizes are what really matters. Each hardpoint on a ship has a maximum size and a minimum size for what weapons can fit in that hardpoint. Question. Will parts on ships have durability or can they break down on their own over time without proper maintenance? Rob says absolutely. There will be wear and tear. If you don't take care of your ship, it's going to fall apart. Question. What are some perks of being a salvage mechanic and what are some of the limitations of not being one? Rob responds, don't think of it as a class. We don't do classes. If you want to do salvaging, you can. It's not a job or an on and off thing. If you want to do salvaging or have an opportunity to, you can do it. Maybe even something that's not ready for salvaging yet. You'll find interesting things. You might be able to pick up some weapons that are cheaper because, hey, they're free, or you may even find some unusual items. Still a lot of work to do on the full design of that. So that sounds like to me like you might be able to be just a straight up salvaging type of pirate as well. So that's pretty cool. Question. Will there be public transportation? AI controlled, or even a passenger designed ship to transport large numbers of players? Rob says absolutely. Space bus. Why would you need to have that? Well, let's say you've left one of your ships in the hangar way over on Terra. Then you got a buddy ship and flew to Earth. Now you need to get back to your ship, but your buddy's not online to take you back, so you can catch a taxi. Question. Will our characters actually be able to walk instead of running all the time? Rob says yes. I actually think there's a ticket open for that right now. Question. If I discover a new jump point, will I be able to send the coordinates to all my ships no matter where they are as soon as I'm back at my hangar? Rob says not no matter where they are. If they're not in the hangar with you, no. Communication is not instantaneous. You'll have to allow for communication delay. Question. If I fail to pay my hangar fees, can I be locked out of my ships? Rob says yes. If you are broke, you can either go get a loan and you'll have to pay it back by flying missions, or you can even go pick up missions on other people's ships to make money. Question. Will there be decoys like the Crybaby deployed by the Serenity? Rob says, we will have decoys of some sort. There will be all kinds of countermeasures. Question, will we get more options for weapons and stuff in the Voyager Direct store soon? Rob said yes. Yes, you will. We're working on that right now, in fact. Question, will there be female pilots? Yes, Rob says. That we did update on that last week. We put pictures up and everything of the new reveal, so they revealed that last week. Question, have you guys given any thought to game mechanics that may suit casual players who may only have an hour or two most days? Obviously, before I even tell you what Rob's answer is, they've been telling us this since day one. Chris Roberts is very vocal about it, so I don't know why they picked this question. Rob says, we've done things like the mechanic for saving in space for people who want to be explorers but don't have much time, so we're thinking about those people all the time. Question, in the Cutlass art, the thrust seems to be coming from the outboard thrusters. The text says there's only one Tier 4 thruster. Is one thruster dividing its thrust through two nozzles, or is the tech readout wrong? Rob says the tech readout is correct. It has one TR4 centerline thruster. The poster in the Voyager Direct store actually shows the thrust coming from the middle of the ship. The thruster is in the center of the ship. It actually seems to be their thing. Drake also makes the Caterpillar, and they both seem to have those little extra nozzles, and I think, hey, those are decoys. How will we earn money with trade missions? If I accept a trade mission and I have to buy the requested goods and earn credits by selling them for a profit, what is the difference in that and trading without a mission? If I accept a trade mission where I don't pay for goods, I just deliver the goods and get paid on delivery, and my ship gets blown up by pirates, who pays for that? Rob's answer was, you can either get hired by someone that just pays you for the service of carrying the goods, or you can pick up the cargo yourself and pay for it, at which point you're responsible for the insurance and then take it somewhere and sell it to people. Either contract would be valid. That's the end of forum feedback. Now I'm going to recap the most valuable posts by Ben Lesnick. We won't do these every week because they're not typically pertinent to Star Citizen necessarily. They're just somebody that made a good post on the forums. So this was made by Zur, and it was called Star Map version 1.9 released. It's an extremely cool star map of the known Star Citizen universe so far. You can hover over systems and get information about them. It's not from SIG. It's not official. But Ben Lesnick did say that it's fairly close to what they have there at the headquarters. So take a look at that. It looks pretty cool. And that's it for this week's episode of The Whole Truth. You can show your support if you feel like it by hitting the like button down below, or you can share with your friends, or just subscribe so you don't miss any other episodes. We're going to do this every week, and we're going to continue doing it as long as there's support for it. So have a great week. We'll see you next time.